Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Monday workshop. As always, every Monday we invite senior yogis who have been with Baba, those who have deep experiences on the spiritual path. Like I always say, when we relate, when we listen to somebody else's experiences, something deep within us resonates with us. And especially every Brahmin has a unique journey, has a unique love relationship with Baba. And out of that love, it is not just an experience, they have their unique journey. For example, other day we were talking about Brother Macy, who has left the body recently, and then who has come in our gathering on Monday sharing sessions, how he has touched so many souls. And he has a very unique experience, which we cannot explain, right? And how Baba helped him out. And similarly, today we have with us Sister Sangeeta. Sister Sangeeta is presently serving in Greater Kailash in New Delhi. Before that, she has served in many different countries, including Mauritius, Singapore, and all other places. But what resonated with me is she came in Gyan when she was very young. And we know a lot of our seniors who met Brahma Baba in person, and we also know Dadis, and some of us who met Dadis, some of us who haven't met Dadis or not even Avyak Baba. Sangeeta Ben has a unique experience. She has that, Nirmal Shanta Dadi talks about, everyone relates to Baba as Avyakt Baba and Paramatma Baba, Parampita Baba. And she relates with, he is my Laukik, Alaukik and Parlaukik father. And whereas Sangeeta Ben has a similar experience of Nirmal Shanta Dadi, where she related to Baba as a Laukik father also. She used to chit-chat with him. And then, if I'm not mistaken, she met Baba, Avyak Baba in a small family gathering, right? It's not in a bigger gathering, smaller gathering. And then she interacted with Baba. Baba, I want this, I want that. And then Baba used to feed her tolis and all that. Laukik palna, alaukik palna, parlaukik palna. It's a unique experience to have in this Brahmin journey on this confluence age. So today we will listen to Sister Sangeeta's journey, how she came into Gyan and what is her experience. And when she realized that, Alaukik Baba is eternal Baba, Paramatma is the eternal Father. So without any further ado, I invite Sister Sangeeta. Welcome.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Good morning and good evening to all of you. So it's good morning here and good evening there. So before just starting, we'll just invoke Bap Dada with us, and so that he will now take on his seat. So 1 minute deep silence. Let us see Bap Dada in front of us, going to Avyakt Patan. Talking to Bap Dada, come Baba. We are on Seva. Bap Dada listens to us. So we both the angels holding hands of each other. Now coming down in this corporeal world. And Bap Dada before us. Om Shanti. Good morning. So, as our brother Harsha was speaking, so it's good to be with this divine family, unlimited divine family. The lockdown has taught us to be so much near to each other in the divine family. And as he was saying that how Baba uh, started my life, how he changed my life, and until today, how he's there with us every minute, every moment. So it's a very unique, I feel Baba has changed me, because right from when I was 8 years old, 9 years old, so it was, so I think so it's 43 years before from now. So very young, 1979. So 1978 we got the knowledge. Baba became Avyaktan in 1969. So 78 we got knowledge in Bombay. And in fact, it was my Lokik father who was the one first to come to be introduced. And thereafter, and we were very small kids, 70, like 9 years old. So just 1 year after that, we were to go to Bab Dada Milan in Mount Abu. And if you remember, that time the meeting used to be in History Hall first. There we met in 78, and afterwards in 79 we met in meditation hall in Pandav Bhavan. So you all must have seen. So there, so it was a family meeting, 4 of us. So I, my Lokik younger sister, and both parents. So there was some tussle in the house uh, between the parents, in the sense to go to Mount Abu. So, and after that, like, then we went. So the my Lokik younger sister told that I'll complain about the Lokik father to Baba, that he's because there was a tussle, small tussle, and he got angry. So when we were after Murli, Baba would meet everyone 20-25 minutes, the whole family. It was a family meeting. Means if even it's one in the family, so the only one would come and meet Baba. So then we all met, and Baba gave drashti. Then she told Baba, because we used to complain everything to Baba only. The Baba, my Lokik father becomes angry quite often. Then Baba, no, she said, Baba, my father becomes angry quite often. Baba says, what? She again repeated, Baba, my father becomes angry. Again, Baba said, what? Then she realized that I should say, then she said, Baba, my Lokik father becomes angry quite often. Okay, then Baba said, okay, so what do you do when he becomes angry? So she said that I say that the one who is crying, jo rota hai, he leaves the hand of Baba that time. Because when one is angry, that time Maya is there. So Baba's hand is not there. So he disconnects with Baba. I say this. Okay. Then Baba looked at him, the Lokik father, and said that, see, this small child, because she used to give a lot of lectures in the divine family. So Baba said that today she has said in this hall to me, tomorrow she would say in the lectures about your anger. What's the use? So leave the anger here only. So that day, and it's been 44 years till today, 17, 79, and today is 2022. I don't remember him becoming angry anytime. The Vardhan, the blessing of Baba was so powerful. And then Baba looked at me. So you also do lectures? I said no. I just like nodded my head because uh, I had been told that there is a very powerful light when Baba comes, and I could feel because it was my first meeting. So then Baba said, "Then okay, do you sing?" I said yes. So then Baba said, gave me that you will learn everything. Gave me the Vardhan. So, and that Vardhan has proved that everything I learned after coming to the spiritual journey in the dedicated life. And then we all had complaints of each other. So the Lokik father, then he complained about my mother, Lokik mother, that she is behind the gurus. She was very much in bhakti and all. So then Baba looked at her and said that, see, uh, catch the seed. What's the use of uh, holding, catching hold of the branches? Finish. So seed is Baba and the saints, etc. They are the branches, no? Mhm. And then Baba gave a drishti. And we all left. So it was 25 minutes. Baba chit chatted with us like that way. And then we came back to our room, and we all were happy. See, I complained about he complained about him. So all of them were happy, and all of them got that solution also from Baba. And that time Baba would you meet two times in one meeting. Like it was 1 week for each party, and then once one meeting, uh, every party would get turns, not two turns. From 79 or earlier 78 it used to be two turns, but then those who couldn't meet the first time would meet the second time when Baba came. So it was immediately after 2 days Baba would come and then meet us. So again then we met Baba after that also. So that time Baba just gave drishti. So Baba would speak once, like to everybody. So likewise after that we used to go to, and what happened immediately, now this was I was very much stubborn child. Like once I catch on something, I will just stick to it. So after that when I returned, so before that, like when Baba had come, so I was that was my first meeting with Baba in the meditation hall. My Lokik father had met since history hall in a group of 25. So when uh, Baba Baba had come, I could see complete just red light, nothing. And until the Murli was going on, it was just that the face reddish and everywhere around reddish. Because I was sort of curious to, he had a very strong faith. Keep God is coming. See, you all are lucky to be meeting him and all. So I felt, I had a thought. Let me. I want to be have that proof that it is God who is coming. And if there is some such kind of vision, then I will. So when Baba Dadi went to Watan and Baba came, there was complete reddishness in the face, etc. And throughout the Murli, it was there until we met. So then Baba sort of gave me proof. And when I returned back from Mount Madhuban, so the 2-3 days after, I fell unconscious. And I felt who is, and then my parents told me that I was asked, where are you? So I told that I am in Vrindavan, and I am, where are you? I am with Sri Krishna, and he's my brother, something. So that after meeting Baba, some sort of this experience, though I couldn't have any such visions, but this was what I felt. And thereafter, my path changed to bhakti, because I explored the knowledge of religion, that bhakti and Vedant too much after that. And I went very much deep into, I went and studied at the age of 10, 11. So 12 years old when I was. So because I had this knowledge was there in the house, because Baba, we had met Baba, and Lokik father was very much into it. And there was bhakti also because of Lokik mother. So I used to sit for 12 hours in one place before, after the exams were over in the school, because 13-year-old, 12-year-old child. And I would keep the glass of milk before Krishna and ask him to drink that milk, because now the my part of bhakti was going on. And I would tell him that you drink the milk, or else I will leave this body. So that love I had after this change, after meeting Baba. And though there was little bit visions, but the milk used to be so sweet after 12 hours of deep tapasya. And that milk used to be distributed as prasad in the community, because a person doing penance, and a small child, you can imagine, no, 13-year-old child. And so that all went on. And 10 years after that, I would listen to Murli, but then bhakti also was going on. So dual part was going on. And in that period, we met all the dadis also. And dadis would, whenever we would go to Madhuban, dadis, we were small kids. So we used to stay in Vishal Bhavan, in Pandavavan. And there, and our stage, the evening class would be in the terrace of the Vishal Bhavan. And what would be the stage? So there would be two chairs kept of Didi and Dadi. And then uh, we all small kids would dance. One would sing, I would sing song. The other, my Lokik sister, she would give lectures. One of them would dance. That was our cultural program in 1981. 82, 83. This is how we used to. So Didi Dadi would, because we were small kids, so they would be very much, they would take us in their lap and talk to us. We used to sit in their lap and do that. So, but those photos I don't have now, but it was a very wonderful experience. So this is how the Palna would be there. And thereafter, this bhakti part also was going on. And after that 10 years, I did this deep bhakti. But then I realized, if the saints, one of the saint who was guiding me, I could see that whatever she is saying, but she's very much angry always. Then I could understand that there is a lot of difference in what preaching and what they are actual. So I observed them very minutely, being in their company, and would understand them. And then I went to many organizations of India, like those who claimed themselves to be very good in knowledge, etc. And after going everywhere, searching everything, and then there was Baba's knowledge also with me here in the house, then I felt, no, this all is nothing before the God's knowledge. And then in 1994, I spoke to Dadi and the Nimit instrument of my center in Bombay, that this is what and I want to now just be dedicating this Baba's knowledge. So it's like after searching everything, then I used to ask Baba, ki Baba, in meditation, and even when I would meet the sisters, that I was in knowledge, then I sort of was inclined more towards bhakti, and then again I'm coming in knowledge like that way. But why this part of drama happened to me? I was in knowledge, so I should have been there only. The sisters told me that Baba wants to give you more experience of bhakti, so that you don't again fall prey to it. So anyway, that was their answer. But today I could realize that Baba gave me such an all-round experience going into the deep knowledge of Vedant, the Vedant philosophy. Baba always speaks in Murlis, and all the bhakti, that you not have a slightest doubt of anything what Baba speaks, and whatever way they might prove, but there everything becomes very much uh, uh, like it's sort of wrong before what Baba says. And then it was the studying the Murlis, which made me confirmed and complete faith in Baba, कि this is God only and this is God's versions only. Because I studied everything about all other scriptures and everything, and but finally this was my conclusion. So therefore, once I started, then again the journey here also was very interesting. That when I was very much powerful within, tolerant, adjusting, and since 10 years, 11 year, when I started this Baba's knowledge and bhakti, I am getting at 4 o'clock, 3:30 or 3 o'clock. So this was my uh, time when I would always get up. And until today, it's been 43 years. Never I missed Amrit Vela except one or twice I could remember. So that was the beautiful journey. And then when I uh, dedicated the life, so again I was very much because in bhakti we would be taught that you should be very adjusting, very tolerating. The gurus were very imposing sort of on us, and they would keep a very good control over us. So that way we got that habit of adjusting, accommodating, keeping quiet in spite of whatever they say, if even if they are insulting. So therefore I was very much strong enough to adjust anywhere in India, any center. So there used to be a training, which again today also it happens. So in training, and I told the sister, I just changed my path again, and then I decided to dedicate. So I was 25 that time. So then they told that it was like 3 years after that also I went after bhakti, 94, 95, 96. 3 years I was still in household doing studies, completing the graduation, post graduation in commerce, and thereafter I decided. So because of my adjusting nature, I was quite confident about myself. I told Dadi that you send me anywhere in the any center in the world, I'll adjust. So everyone looked upon me, that because normally the sisters, whoever would think of dedication, they had their own choice to be in their own center or this kind of sister or whatever. I had no choice. I told ki I'm very much ready. So then my teacher wrote some letter to Dadi and told her ki so I don't know, I just gave that letter to Dadi, and Dadi told that you have been told to go to Sri Fort Center, you know, Moini Didi's origin center, which is in Delhi, Sri Fort. So they chose for me. I was ready to go anywhere. And as we, so I could understand that today, because when you are completely surrendered intellect for Baba, how he frames, he takes hold of your fortune, that what is best for you, child. Because I was ready to surrender, I was sort completely surrendered. So Baba knew where is my fortune, and therefore he sent me from Bombay to Delhi, and then here in Sri Fort Center. So I was there in the Sri Fort Center for 25 years. And I had because I had a strong deep desire to be with the seniors, and with all the sisters who had taken the sustenance of Bab Dada, Brahma Baba. So Moini Didi, Geeta Didi, and Shanti Benji, they were the ones instrument in the Sri Fort Center. So therefore, there how it this journey started again. And here also there was obviously a big always challenges. And then I there was a like new center, new services to be starting. I had a thought ki Baba, this area, the Greater Kailash, it's such a posh area of Delhi. So I would speak to Baba in the um, in the meditation Amrit Vela. But Baba, how to start it? So then I felt then sort of Baba gave this thought to do one program. Now to do a program, then it requires finance. I was in the center, but not a senior sister. So then I told, I just booked a date of Shivani Ben, 14th October. That was the date. I told, let me first just book the date. Let's see what Baba would do. Because to do any big program obviously requires a big finance, and we don't have to ask anyone, nothing like that. So I just booked the program. After 2 days, there was a couple, uh, a very big businessman, and he used to come often to our centers, listen the murlis, but he was always interested in doing programs. He would always tell me, if you want to do any programs, please tell me. So and I just had forgotten about him because he was not so regular. So after 2 days, exactly after I booked, he called me and said that how are you, etc., etc. I told, okay, fine. So do you want to do any program of Shivani Ben? I told, yes, I want to do, and I've booked her, and this is the date. Well, okay, I will take the responsibility. So he uh, he came, he discussed, he showed me. I just booked the date and I didn't do anything. It was 2014 October 2012. And he came, showed me the different venues of Greater Kailash, etc., all those, and told, just you just order us whatever you wish and we'll do it. So this is how it happened, and that was a very grand success, that program. And from that program we got a group of 46 children, though, who started this journey. So this is how Baba, when you have a powerful thought, then how Baba does things through. So thereafter, there was a rented place and we were doing that. And again, it was in someone's house also. So the classes started in Greater Kailash. Now again, we were comfortable since 7 8 months doing the classes, etc. And I just forgot of having a center and all. So again, but there was deep in that thought ki Baba, there is should be a center. And now after that, one brother, after 8 9 months, he told that, are you not searching for a house? I told, no, I searched, but I didn't get anything of my choice. So then he took the initiative, and he searched for me 2 3, and then finally he only finalized. And one of the houses I liked, he told, you just, if you like this. And then he did all the arrangements, right from the finance to everything. So then this is how the center started. So I was just thinking that you don't have a thought and Baba does it, then you just don't know whom he touches. And he knows who is capable, who wants to do it, and he gets it done. So it was such a beautiful, like, and today we have such a big one in Greater Kailash Center. That brother, and he had a chartered planes and all. That was that his profile. So Baba gets the things done through the family. And then I used to do a lot of like being just an instrument. Baba did all the seva of many VIPs. So what happened, there was once a politician conference in Mount Abu. You know, no, Wings conference we have in Mount Abu. So and I was my Shanti Didi. She told me to go to a union minister. I don't know if you know his name. It is Dr. Farooq Abdullah. He was the like family of CMs, kings of Kashmir. So they used to rule Kashmir long back, and they had been the chief minister of Jammu and Kashmir since the partition of India. You know, Kashmir, which is the most beautiful place, it's called the paradise of India. So Jammu and Kashmir. So there the seva was done by the sisters when they used to be there. But that Dr. Farooq Abdullah, he was small child, and after that it was discontinued. So now when there was a conference, so I was told to go to meet him and invite him for the conference. And so I just took the letter and went to him, and he saw the letter to as a chief guest. He agreed, and it was 3 months before the conference. And in India, the ministers, what they say normally is never what they would do it. That is always the practice. So I felt ki he is saying he's okay, maybe just now. After 1 month I again called ki, are the PA, is he going? Bola, yes, he's going. Again after when it was 1 month left, again I called him. They told yes, and finally it was yes throughout. So one meeting, and many other politicians Brijmohan Bhai had invited for the as a chief guest, all of them got cancelled. He never cancelled it. And he was so then when he went there, and he was the union minister of the solar plant, solar energy of India. So then he went there, he liked very much. And then he went to the uh, like the solar plant was there, where, and he was very much fascinated by the idea of that solar plant. And then he told that the people told them that this is the uh, project and this much is the cost. And then and there, he signed the document for aid from the government to the tune of 17 crores. He signed the document, and thereafter the government of India helped this project uh, from 17 to 20 crores. It's a big project, you must have seen the solar plant. So therefore, like how Baba, when we really surrender, and all this seva which we did, I noticed that the main point uh, which Baba made me follow was not having a single thought of the result of what we do, and just doing it. And this is how we did it, and it was a big success. So it was a big help also for the project, because the project was 50 or something crores, and Indian government giving so much is a big help for them. So that is how Baba did it. And once again, like after that, Baba, like in this Brahman life also, I saw many examples that Baba doesn't keep anything. If you have done anything for Baba, Baba never keeps it with you. He gives in return. We say in the 21 births, but in this birth itself, this is the proof. So my Lokik father, he had a very strong feeling to give Baba a center. So therefore, in one of the areas in Maharashtra, there was a plot, no, and he told that it is for Baba. And though we were not staying in, we were staying in a small apartment, so that money could have been used for us, but that was a strong. And uh, after 3 years from then, after having the thought and giving that uh, piece of land to Baba, there was a lottery in Bombay about of the flats, and one application was left. Once our neighbor told that this application is there, we don't want to do it. If you wish, you can just apply it. And okay, game, just like a game, we applied. And the Lokik father, he applied for it, and then that turned out to be a lottery, and we were allotted a flat in my name. They got a flat. So as I told, ki Baba doesn't keep anything. Whatever we do for Baba, and that flat is until today, it is in a very posh area of Bombay, Lokhandwala complex, and it's like a gift from Baba completely. So how Baba gives multifold of what we do for him. But in the whole process, what I learned and what was my experiences, never have a single thought while doing any seva, because Baba himself is very sensitive when he's taking the seva. He's just making us an instrument, the reason, so that you could do something for him. Baba always speaks about Sudama. You've heard about Sudama, no? That Brahmin, a poor friend of Sri Krishna. So when he went to meet Lord Krishna, it is as per the story. Then his rice, he had got this raw rice, because he was very poor. He didn't have even that much capability, that much money to boil the rice and bring it. So he brought that raw rice to Krishna. And what did Krishna do? That uh, uh, Krishna, he just he he snatched that rice, and so that he wanted to give him more. So God wants a reason to give us, but for that first he want to take from us, then only he will give us. So Baba is doing in this way. So this were the some of the experiences of the Brahmin life. And now coming to the so now just let us have a 2 minutes deep silence, and we'll just see Baba. Now whatever is being done in our life at present, if we can just make Baba the reason for it, because of Baba this person is good to me. So Baba is Karan Karavan Har. So we'll just experience that as a meditation, and just see how, like, suppose you're going in the office, the boss is saying something, Baba from Sukshma Vatan is Baba's rays are coming and it's falling onto that person, that soul. In the family, in the house, all are cordial, all are obedient. Baba from Sukshma Vatan, he's guiding everybody. Baba doing everything everywhere. In the office, in the house, and just committing to Baba, whatever we'll be doing, Baba as a surrendered intellect. I won't think of any consequences. I will do as you say. So having drishti from Baba, Bab Dada in front of me, I am having very powerful drishti. And now Baba guiding me. The ray is going into me. And they are taking my intellect, charge of the intellect. And now I'm just seeing yourself and Baba's canopy over us. Om Shanti. So this is what had happened. So now the Dadis and the Alokik family, Dadi's love for us was obviously, you can imagine, as Kumaris also. We always, when we used to go to Madhuban, ours used to be a very different, separate class. And whenever we used to bring groups to Dadi, because in Madhuban, we stayed only for the meetings or when there used to be seva. So I remember taking a group to Madhuban, and it was in 2003. And Dadi would was there, and the group was all VIPs, like the students and all. They were very new students, and they enjoyed a lot in Gyan Sarovar. And Dadi was supposed to come up, but they she was, because of health, she couldn't come. So then we all had to go down to meet. And Dadi was there in the room in meditation, Om Shanti Bhavan, and was meeting everybody. So though they had very good experience, they were, many of them had non-veg, etc. So Dadi, in the Om Shanti Bhavan, Dadi asked everyone, okay, who are ready to leave the aloo, white aloo, white potato, it is said, aloo. So no one could understand. Dadi said, white potato, who is ready to live? Then all understood that it is that egg. Dadi was referring to egg. Dadi would say, Safed aloo. And everyone raised the hand. So, and likewise, Dadi told about to give up the red colored sharbat. No, that is, what is this? It's wine. And this is how one meeting with Dadi gave drishti to everybody. And then Dadi, everyone was ready to leave. And thereafter, from that day, and after that, they completely left, everyone, all the non-veg, etc. So Madhuban, there was an impact, but when Dadi told, it was like a stamping. So then we had a good chit chat also with Dadi. There is more. We used to, in Madhuban, we used to go for even like tying rakhis also to Dadi. I have a small picture, and Dadi would, also share her heart also with us. So this was a beautiful, and Dadi would meet us very much. And it was in the dedicated life. And many times in Sri Fort, Dadi used to stay also, because it is a big center, you must be knowing. And Dadi would stay with us. And that time, and I remember Janki Dadi doing a special meditation for all of us, for the dedicated sisters completely, when she used to be in the center. So the energy was obviously so powerful. And now, coming to the sanskars part, how the sanskars uh, were changed. So when I just started this journey from the dedicated life journey from Delhi to Mumbai, so there was of course, a very strong attachment also uh, with the Lokik family. And though I was here, but somewhere that pull was there. I told Baba, I'm here, I to be just attached with you, and I don't want any Lokiks to be in my mind. And this is the strong attachment sanskar. So Amrit Vele, in the Amrit Vela, 1 month, after 45 minutes, I would uh, visualize the sanskar of attachment, and be and after the whole Amrit Vela, that it's a black spotted, and Baba giving rays to the soul, and that spot in that soul getting destroyed. Just 5 minutes after the Amrit Vela, 1 month I did it. After 1 month, I just don't remember that sanskar of attachment, how it went away. No, till today, because I would always think that it is the person or my sanskar, and then obviously with the knowledge we could understand it's our sanskar. So I, with guarantee, I tell everybody that if you really want to get rid of any sanskar, Amrit Vela 45, after 45 minutes, just visualize it. Baba will really, it will get destroyed from the roots. That's our experience, and it's a 100% with good confidence it will go away. So this Murli's the it was a strong working on myself, and again then even it was like when that is sanskar of many others in the centers, no, when you don't, you not expected, they have different kind of sanskars. So in all the tough times, what I could understand is our adjustment power with them. No, when anyone around us is jealous or not cooperating, but when I go forward always, whenever they need me, and our non that silent and calm nature really helps us to gel with everybody. So anytime, like for me, any brothers or sister, even the center nivasi, so they might have differences with some or the other person, but when it came to me, they, it was like I remember that if at all I would ask anything to be among us each other, they had that strong feeling ki she is a very calm sister, silent sister, we should do it. So when you are very adjusting, very accommodating, your silence, we say people will take us for granted if we are silent, if we are calm. But actually, it is not people will take us for granted, but our work, our success is guaranteed when we are silent. So it is a special that Murlis makes us do this special thing. And now in current times, the main Pursharat which I am now doing is about the Karan Karavan Har practice. And I really visualize it, that how Baba does it. Like suppose whatever we get in the yagya, so we have to write, no, in the accounts everything, the name, etc. What I write is, I always write Baba sent through this person, name of course, but everywhere it is Baba sent through. So in all the lines, Baba sent, Baba sent. So at the end of the day, if you just see, it's Baba doing everything for us. And while writing also, I have that feeling. It's like a beautiful visualization I do, that Baba touching the soul and getting done through that person. So never we have a thought that that person did it. I remember it's like no, the courier boy you book in Amazon, or you order any like the someone sends gift to you through his person. So who is uh, whom would you remember? The person who gave that gift, delivered the one, or the one who sent? We remember the one who sent, no? We make him accountable, like he is the one to send. It's not the one who is delivered, it is that person who came it at your doorsteps to give it to you. But that doesn't mean he has given it, it is this. So it is always Baba doing through these all the other nimit instruments. And there is a story. No, one brother, he was very poor, and he had to get his uh, daughter married, but he had no money. But he had a strong faith in the Lord. So he was sitting in a temple and worshipping the Lord. Oh Lord, give me as much as you wish, but I need to do this task. And what happened that time, one merchant, he was very much distraught from the family, and he came runningly, and he told that now I'll just leave the family and I'll be in the temple. So that time he just entered the temple when this prayer was being done by this person. He got very much he became very kind hearted. He was very kind as such. So then he told the person ki give me your visiting card, and I'll do all the needful. He gave that his address, the person who was asking to Lord. And this merchant, he took that address, and what all needs to be done in the marriage, etc., he did all the finances, etc. And thereafter, in the end, no, then he told him that see, after the whole thing was over, finance, after giving everything, he told that person, the merchant told the person that this is my visiting card. Whenever you need anything, you tell me. That person replied back to the merchant that sorry, I don't need the card. The the person who sent you here, I have his visiting card. I don't need your visiting card. So how Baba, even in the Lokik world, people could experience the hand, the canopy, the help, the cooperation of the Supreme. And we are direct Baba's children. So to experience that Baba doing through everybody, this is the major practice this time which we are doing. And therefore now I could understand that uh, many times, like almost negligible, I never feel that this soul did this. This soul was helpful. This soul, Baba made that soul an instrument. He was in the Vatan and taking the whole charge and directing that soul. So Karan Karavan Har, this practice. And every time dedicating everything to Baba. This is what we are practicing since, that last week Baba told that last week Murli, and 3 days ago also the Murli. Baba said that whatever is there, you have, it is for Baba. And we do a very beautiful practice. We'll do it here also for 2 minutes. So let us all sit in meditation. and I, the point of light. Now going out from this room, and then I reach Vatan, Sukshma, subtle world. Bab Dada sitting there, in the subtle world, and there is a big table before Baba. And now I, the angel, I'm putting everything on Baba's table. First of all, the children. Baba, it's your children. Then all the things, whatever it's in the house, office, all the things, the whole house before Baba, Baba's table. It's kept on Baba's table. And then all the legal documents, the files, so we are putting before Baba, all the files. And lastly, this body, Baba, the mind sanskars. Now the whole table before Baba, it's full with all the materials, documents, files, children. Baba is giving drishti to everybody. And now I'm seeing Baba giving drishti. And now I'm free. I come back. I could see Baba's drishti to the children, to the files, to the house. Now, Baba, it is yours. I, the point of light, now surrendering everything before Baba. Baba, you are taking care of it. I'm bondage free. So then I descend down from Vatan, down back, and then in this body. We could see Baba's rays. I could see on over me. The whole things are with Baba, and the rays, his canopy over me. Om Shanti. So this is a beautiful practice which we are practicing every day, that whatever things I am just seeing, it is kept over the table of Baba, and it is like Baba controlling them. Bipin Rawat ka wo. So this is what Baba does. So this is the practice we are doing, and I think so, to make us bondage free and attachment free work with all anything which we uh, there is in this Lokic world. I like whatever things is being seen, I just feel it is Baba's now, because I've given everything to Baba in Watan, and he's taking charge. So there is no attachment and nothing for any things also which we have around us. And I feel ki even if the soul leaves the body, there would be that deep tension free. Nothing was like Baba was taking care, is now taking care. So this is what we are doing currently. And one more beautiful practice, I think so, if you remember, it was 4th or 5th April, the Vardhan, the blessing, where Baba said that the deep clarity of the actions. Baba said, even if I'm thinking of somebody, or and if I'm talking about somebody, any person, there is an account created. Now I'm talking about the minister or any political person. I'm thinking he's not doing this, his work is not good. I'm thinking, I'm talking, I'm creating an account. I'm creating an account with that person. So nowadays, after that Vardhan, of course, particularly, we are so vigilant, myself personally, that I will never, even if I know about also some mistake, I would never say to anybody other than the instrument sister, or if the sister directly, brother, sister, but not to anybody else, because I'm creating a strong, deep karmic account. If they are, I say to you, and you are thinking about the person, anything negative, so my karmic account with that person becomes more, as much as you think, because I was responsible to instigate that thought in you about his negativity. So you know that Vardhan blessing is very important, the deep results of karma, and this is how we are making ourselves binding ourselves with the karmic, the actions of others. Like suppose it's simple, we are going in the park, and in the park I'm just talking, no, like just casually I'm talking about the president, I'm talking about the minister, no, this is like that, this is that. Is there not a connection? We are actually, there is a karmic connection with that person. It's just casually, and I speaking to my friend, the friend then speaking about it to many, and then creating wrong thoughts. I talking to you, I know I'm just giving one statement, or maybe there was just a casual thought that this president is not good, he should not do this. But whom I've spoken, I don't know how many thoughts that soul would create about that person. So all the thoughts that soul has created, I will be the one to, because I gave that thought, and therefore he created so many thoughts. So I will be getting the share of that karmic account, because I was the one instrument to start it. So my negativity, the bondage with that soul, if it's in the negative part, will grow. Now, when there is a war, hmm, we say the innocents are being destroyed. That time, I spoke so much about that president or that minister or whatever. They are in the post and they are doing like that. I spread the negativity to this extent because it was been like carrying forward. So now I have a strong karmic connection with that person. When there is a war, now suppose the person becomes responsible to do some wrong things for the country, and then there is a war, and then we say innocents are being killed. The war is between the ego of two persons, but the innocent, I had contributed for the negative mind of the person who was in the seat. Was I contributing it? So obviously now, suppose the person, those who are innocent, they are going, there is a bomb by the government and they are killed. So somewhere it is a result of my action which I had done, sitting in the park, talking to people, spreading it, chatting with them, negativity about it. Finally, it is coming to me. So therefore, Baba always says drama is accurate and drama is 100% justified. And if drama is justified, means nothing and nothing is wrong. If it's perfect, it is accurate and it is justified. So when we cannot say if anything is happening, see, no, it's a pity this person is just being a scapegoat. The problem is between the two officers and this person is a scapegoat. No, no one is a scapegoat. Somewhere his contribution was there in the mentality of those officers, and therefore he's getting it back. Understanding this depth of action, this that Vardhan of the 5th April, it touched me so much. I don't remember thinking any wrong about anyone, because I don't want to create a karmic account which I don't know how it would come in which manner. So this is therefore this current practice of having completely no thought, and then this times Murli was that how uh, Baba said that being merciful. We are doing a series on uh, courage of you, of the children, and himmate bacche madade baap. No, we children take the courage of moving one step, and then Baba's help comes automatically. So we always are practicing every day. We do a practice. So like this time, its practices since last 2 days, 100% yad, and 100% meditation, and 100% service. Baba said in one Murli that you are doing everything, but it should be 100% yad. We say that, okay, in between, I will remember Baba. It's not in between. It should be that I'm in with Baba. It could be Baba's canopy over me, Baba's rays falling onto me, Baba around me. It's like, and otherwise, or the self-respect statements, I am a angel, feeling that, having that feeling, either of the things. So everywhere there is a divinity in the action, and then the action. So it's not between, or while I'm picking the phone, then I'm remembering Baba, while I'm doing this, then remembering Baba. So this practice of the aim of 100% yad, 100% seva, Baba said in the Murli. And again in the Sunday's Murli, Baba said, Vacha seva, what you speak through the mouth, that is 100 marks. And this, at the same time, what I'm feeling, my feeling for Baba that time should be 100 times. It's not that when we are talking, that time I forgot, and thereafter when I was meditating, that time I could connect to Baba. But it's always 100%. So this is the actually the requirement now for the Brahmin children. As much as in service, whatever service I'm doing, Laukik, Alaukik, that much with Baba. That much in self-respect. So what will happen? It's like I'm getting charged whilst discharging. So at the end of the activity, I'm fully charged, because I was actually, it's like the laptop is being charged while it's being used. No? So what happens? Even after the usage, it is still full. So whilst doing the seva, if I'm charged, I can really, so that time, and I could understand when this, if this is my effort, then whatever we do, it was in 2018 in Diwali, the biggest festival of India, Diwali. So I had gone to the army chief of India. His name is Bipin Rawat. He was the army chief. So he was in good connection with us. So I went and to give him the good wishes of this Diwali. And then I told him, see, our Dadi is 103 years old. Uh, 103 years old. So I told him that so I told him, please, you better come, because his father was in knowledge long back, and you better come, otherwise you have no chances. So this statement got clicked, and then what he agreed. It was 1 month before, and I was astonished that is he really serious about it. And but he was, and finally he came on the 30th of December, and then he met Dadi, etc. And for half a day he was, and it was the first time the army chief of India coming to Mount Abu, and it was a big sort of a achievement also for the all of the Yagya people. So when he came, then afterwards he of course spoke very nicely about the organization. Yeah, and it was very much telecasted that time, Bipin Rawat. And let me show his photo, if at all I'll get it. And he met Dadi also. I'll just show you the photos. Yeah. And when you see his photo, I think so you will recall also uh, what he's, because he was recently in pictures. Have you seen him? He was very much recently in pictures. So this was the time when he met Dadi, and it was a very wholehearted meeting with Dadi ji, the wife, Madhulika Rawat and Bipin Rawat. After that, the moment he came to Madhuban. After that, he became the Chief of the Defense Services of India, CDS, means next to the Union Minister. So he owed the whole success to his visit to Mount Abu. And thereafter, after 2020, Dadi passed away, and he recently in the aircraft crash, uh, the CDS of India, no, his plane crashed. And that time there was also a big gathering in Mount Abu, and he had given a speech to 20,000. It was a very big program. So uh, after, and it was very much in news in November when he passed away. And the maximum focus, what he was telling in Mount Abu, his everything, what he did, he spoke about Brahmakumaris, was in the media, and it was viewed for by lakhs of people. So that seva became so popular about his visiting Mount Abu and doing it. So I was just accounting that when you do everything in, as Baba said, no, doing action but with remembrance, then you don't know how things happen for you, how everything touches very accurately. So if we do this practice, that would be the best. 100% seva, 100% yad. So this is the current practice which we did. And if I do, and it really beneficial, and therefore 3 things I always am very much particular which we should do. One is Karan Karavan Har, Baba's practice. Second, understanding the deep implications of every thought word, not even having a single thought about anyone in the mind, or even, and of course not spreading, not talking about to anybody. And third is 100% yad and seva. It really helps every time me very much, and I could always see the connection, the result of it. So it was good meeting all of you.
Thank you very much, Sangeeta Ben. It's really beautiful. So I always wonder, like, why God comes to India. I was thinking, like, how come God comes only to India?
Yeah.
The reason why, right? So
Yeah.
especially when you're sharing the bhavna with which, right? Like there is a lot of visualization practice that people do in the Western world. It's very much coming from the head, right? So when you are sharing, when you took us through that short meditation, even I felt that there is some kind of pull of the heart, like your bhavna is there, and then you're not visualizing with your head, like you are not just imagining pictures in your head, but you're out of bhavna, you're opening your heart, and then it manifests into a power, and that power is actually God's power. Like you're saying, like God is working through us. And then when you open your heart, you're surrendering yourself and allowing Baba to do his task. And most of the time, when we use too much of our head, our hearts are locked. There is no energy. There is no, it's empty calories, right? It's like just empty words with just flowery words, but not power behind it. And then I always get touched whenever sisters from India and Madhuban comes and shares their experience. First, there is bhavna, and then there is a lot of love, and then that backed by that they're trying to put words around that bhavna, and then so words comes last. It's just a part of expression, but the real thing is that love for God, and experiencing that love for God, and then taking it forward and manifesting it into an action, right? It's so beautiful. Thank you very much for your sharing. It's really beautiful. And I came to know that today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
It was right. 25th. Yours is 25th. Right.
Yeah, so Gita,
Laukik and Alaukik birthday.
yeah, Laukik, Alaukik doesn't matter for you. Even Baba is your Laukik father. So happy birthday to you. So Geeta Ben was Geeta Gupta. She just sent a message on that, right? So please feel free to unmute yourself. Please share your thoughts, comments, uh, right? And you should be able to unmute yourself. Anyone wants to unmute yourself? Shri Banu, you would like to? Yeah, Gupta. Geeta.
Yes, happy birthday, Sangeeta Didi. Actually, I attended a lot of your seminars in JK2 while I was in Saket, Malviya Nagar, Sundari
Oh,
Devi. Yes.
acha,
So,
I see.
yes. I met you a number of times. And Pooja, sister from your center, also a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Yes.
Acha, she was here recently.
Yes.
Yeah, she was here.
Yes, very nice to hear you. From a heartful thanks to you for opening up our mind and connecting to God is so easy way that everything is Karan Karavan Har, and that is really, really nice. And so many beautiful tips you gave us. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. Like the technique of putting all your being an instrument for Baba, and especially putting all your documents onto Baba, putting your children onto Baba's table. That is where mothers will have a little tug of war. There is like kinchatani, offer it to Baba, offer all your wealth is easy thing, but the children, offering your children to Baba onto the table and then step back, and that's a
Because when you do this kind, no, I always like there is their back of the mind. I have given to Baba. So that file when I take back to the officer, I know I'm taking from Baba's table. So all the Baba's energy is there, and there is always a success.
Hmm.
So if then I use everything from Baba's table,
Hmm.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. Like when you're taking out the accounts, like Baba sent through
Yeah,
X, Baba sent through that, and then you have that bhana. And in fact, if it is between me and other person, so even the other person did good, he won't get much return out of it. If I make Baba is making him an instrument, he will get return from Baba, and then Baba has a bigger hand. Everybody hai. So he'll big load of return to him.
right.
And it's a big win-win, and it's a unique way of not getting entangled in the ego games. It's a very subtle. Ego games are very subtle. Like the pride will just take over. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing like Baba gave through this, and so really beautiful. Thank
There
you.
are 2-3 pictures. Just
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
See, this is one of that brother. He went to Mount Abu, the army chief. So he was in Pandav Bhavan, seeing
Yeah.
the power that Shanti
Power
Sthamb.
of peace. Yeah.
So there, and this is one more.
It's really nice.
He was very much fascinated that time when
Mm.
and this is Bab Dada meeting me.
So you want to double click?
Yeah, Baba was giving drishti. So that time, this.
Yeah, we cannot see the pic. We can see only your screen.
Achha,
Oh, it's only a thumbnail. Yeah.
yeah, I think so. I'll just see.
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah. So
Beautiful.
he was the one too.
So right from childhood, you grew up with Baba.
Yeah. Baba gave me the vardhan, no, that you will learn everything.
Mm-hmm. Really nice. Yeah. See, whenever I listen to serving the VIPs and people like Farooq Abdullah, right? Is it right? Farooq?
Yeah, Dr. Farooq Abdullah.
Farooq Abdullah, and it won't work just by creating some relationships and political connections and stuff. And service will not happen. Service will happen with some anonymous person. It has to be driven out of love, and then selflessly when something is coming, no stories behind, just selfless love, and that only Baba can do it, right? So,
Yeah.
and then that bhavna has to touch them, and then something
Wow.
deep should resonate with them, and then they recognize that this person is coming from totally no strings attached, and then they're doing out of service for Baba, or they may not remember Baba, but they'll feel that they're serving for the community and this is the right thing, and then that will touch the hearts, and then they say like, yes, this I have to do, and then it will follow the heart.
Right.
It's
That is the one. Yeah.
and that's how the magic happens.
Mhm.
So I'm sure there's a lot more magic to happen on the future Paristan, the Delhi Baba calls the Paristan. so,
Yeah.
so we'll definitely see the unveiling of that. Thank you. Thank you, Sangeeta Ben, for making time. We can see that you're doing multitasking, taking care of this, that, and the other. Baba's
Showing the
instruments.
photos to you. So
Okay. Sure. Yeah, that is really helpful because we can connect dots now with the pictures on. Thank you, everyone. So have a beautiful rest of the evening. Om Shanti.
Om
Thank you.
Shanti. Om Shanti.